direction, so I'm not really.
I see Cthulhu.
Who's Cthulhu?
What?
You know that it's that like evil god thing who's got like a squid face.
No.
He's
Like
not
the
an
tentacles.
evil god thing.
No.
He's a creature from the sea, from the underseas.
No, I don't think it's Poseidon.
No. Poseidon controls.
Brosidon.
Oh, bro, sorry. Is it
I just want to pull his beard.
Is it from the
South Park.
Oh, it's from South Park?
South Park
it's-
did a thing on that.
It's actually from an H.P. Lovecraft novel.
I thought it was from
Thanks, fucking Jeopardy.
the Pirates of the Caribbean. That one villain.
Ken Jennings will be our guest host next week on the podcast.
It kinda is
I'm sure
like-
that
It's
villain.
kinda like that.
Yeah.
He had a little influence from it, but yeah, that's not Cthulhu. But either way, welcome back, guys. Thanks for sticking around. If you stuck around. If you didn't, go fuck yourself. I've said on that same level.
Get on that same level.
I feel like that completely justifies everything that I have to say. It makes it everything is very relevant. Yeah, I'm fucking really drunk. So. Like I said, relevance.
I got another one.
Oop, somebody just said the beanie is terrible though.
Yeah, Red Wing sucks, dude. Sorry, bro.
I don't know what that means. That's not not an accurate
The
statement.
verdict is in on that one, Stuart.
Whoever said that is a liar.
No, not at all.
Or
Sam-
has good taste in hockey.
Samantha Gillard.
Oh,
The fact that she would just judge me.
God damn it. So I've been doing a lot of time at work lately.
Putting in your time, putting in that W.
Yeah, I've been putting in W. Really, the only thing that I do
Is that what we call work now? W?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Capital.
because it's a W. It starts with a W.
Oh, work starts with a W. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I thought you could read, Paul.
I just hate all of you.
Nah, it's fine. All right, so you've been doing a lot of work.
So I've been putting in a lot of time lately, and so what I've been
Try that again.
I'm trying to put together some coherent thoughts.
Well, I'm glad you saved your coherent thoughts that you put together and time in
Here, Stu,
at work.
Here we go. All right, let's try it one more time.
Yeah. All right.
I'm glad that we're not having fun with the drop board over there either, Austin.
fucking really drunk.
All right. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of research lately. I call it research. A lot of people
Like re-research? That's
No.
what we should call you trying to research.
Well, that's research. I mean, in all fairness, Stu has broadened his horizons a little bit. He is kind of exploring new facets and interesting kind of subjects within the interweb.
Are we talking
that
about
is
his...
that is true. I thought I was sick the other day. I walked into his room and he was reading
Rip.
Oh.
Whoa.
like a book.
with
Whoa.
just words?
Like without pictures.
Whoa!
It's like a magazine.
What do you say to something like that? I don't know.
Austin, your pension roll was just on camera.
It
by
was
the way.
not. No one saw that.
Yeah, they did.
What's the pinch and roll, Paul?
Explain the pinch.
Oh,
and
that's
roll.
where your dick itches, and
No,
you
it's
just
a-
pinch and roll it to get rid of this. That's you can't really scratch it,
Yeah, it's just
like
kind of
through the stuff, layers.
Not everyone has that problem, Paul.
Well,
That's fair.
hey, I don't have that problem. Your brother's got worms.
I got worms. That's what we're
gonna
call
it. Our pets' heads are falling off.
All right, so Dumb and Dumber references. There we go. All right, so what I've been doing though is I've been doing research because I've been told to become enlightened a lot more.
Who told you this?
My stupid co-captain. I
Good for you, Logan.
Is it the burning bush?
No, it's not.
No, that's crabs.
I haven't
Did the burning bush tell you to enlighten yourself?
I haven't been with a redhead lately, so no, that's
Have you been with any heads lately?
I don't think I've ever heard Logan laugh like that. All the saliva and all the buildup just.
Now you're just making Stuart sad. All the saliva, all the buildup. And then...
All right. So
This show is just completely turned into us trolling Stu the entire time.
It's just a
So the
fucking train wreck.
research that I've been doing is it's been pretty
like different genres of pornography that you're considering now, or like trying to broaden the horizons.
It's called Caitlyn.
uh
Caitlyn Jenner.
apparently there's something called like studio pornography, and like there's actually they just do like regular stuff. Like I didn't know that
What's
was
regular stuff, Stuart? What is regular the old P and the V, or is that
Yeah,
like, you know?
Yeah, like no, they're not spitting on them or degrading them in any way. So apparently that's
Are they so like 3 hours of taking them to dinner and like to a movie and then?
Spit on my.
The fact that she would just judge me immediately.
Jesus Christ.
okay. So I've been doing a lot of research, and what I've been doing is I've been seeing all of these conspiracy theories, right? And they're fascinating to me. Like they are absolutely fascinating to me. Like there's so many fucking conspiracy theories, ranging from like Bigfoot to the World Trade Center.
What's the conspiracy for Bigfoot?
That's not one that I really pay attention to.
Bigfoot's a part of ISIS.
I mean, any of those like mythological creatures, they got like giants and Loch Ness monster and
So the
Bigfoot.
conspiracy is
That they exist.
That they exist.
Are we conspiring to say that they? What's the conspiracy?
I believe you've confused Paul thoroughly.
There's a lot of
I'm just confused as to who's conspiring with what on those.
there's a lot of conspiration.
I don't think that that's a word.
I just made that word up. So okay,
Let's talk more about reading.
but what really fascinates me is like the flat Earth theory, or
The flat Earth theory.
What is the flat Earth theory?
I believe that's
Like
the
they
Earth is
figured
flat.
that out a long time ago.
Yeah, I
Right,
think That's we're going
They
back into time.
conspired to convince people that the Earth was round a long time ago. I think is what Stuart's getting at.
right. Well, I mean, it's really interesting. Like
So the Earth is flat. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
Just a big sheet of land. that
No, I
just
mean,
keeps
like
going on and
imagine
on
it.
and on and on.
Imagine it like a dome.
It's like the Game of Thrones intro.
like a dome structure.
Nobody
With,
got that. You
with-
all suck.
Like you ever seen Bruce Almighty? That type of thing.
No, I saw Bruce Jenner until he changed his name to Caitlyn.
Yeah.
Back to you, fuckers.
Yeah.
We'll accept that one.
That was from Bruce Almighty. That was the joke.
So what I've come to the conclusion is I can't decide between the MK Ultras or anything like that.
I'm sorry. What is MK Ultra?
You have to speak English. Like, what the fuck are you
Is that
saying?
like a Mortal? Is that like the latest Mortal Kombat?
MK Ultra was like a program that was back in the 80s that
It's kind of the same thing as like HARP.
no. It was
You've heard about
No.
HARP, right?
Yes, the stringed instrument. Yes.
No, I'm not referring to the stringed
stringed
instrument
instrument.
that
Oh, the-
angelic beings play. What I'm
Oh, the
referring
angelic beer from
No.
the UK. No, not that one.
Not
either.
that one either.
No.
You want to keep going?
No, that's all the harps I got.
Okay. HARP is this new idea that people control the weather. Like that the government or the shadow government or whatnot.
The shadow government.
Yes.
Oh, not the regular government. That
Now,
wouldn't be conspiracy.
To be fair,
enough.
I'm gonna try to help Stu
that
out on
wouldn't
this a little
sound
bit.
cool enough.
I think
Well, I feel like with shadow government, you get more clouds. Probably easier to get a weather storm
I
started with that.
feel like that came out of Stuart's book he was reading the other day.
there's I ran across one of the articles. It was one of the conspiracy theorists as well. Like this rain is happening. It's not really natural. It's happening from HARP and from the government.
Pretty sure rain is actually natural.
Well, I mean, you would assume
well,
so.
it's a government control program essentially.
the way that the
HARP.
clouds move in and
and that's where I don't know if you've ever heard the
I haven't.
so you never heard the
We have our father to blame, to be quite honest. Though I walked in the other day and
Billy.
oh, good old Billy. He's sitting. He's just shrouded in darkness. He's got his laptop right in front, and like I walk in, and it's like he's been waiting for me. He just doesn't acknowledge me. It's not like, "Hey, son. Hey," it goes.
Sit down.
I sent you an email. And I'm just like,
Did you
Hi, Dad.
listen to it?
you
destroy
don't
it
really care
afterwards?
like why I'm here right now. I sent you an email. You should check it out. Look,
We can't talk about it while your
yeah,
mother's here.
your mother's here. We can't talk about
She's
that.
bugged.
It's like, well, I sent it to Stu. You two should go conspire.
And I did,
Then
and
come talk to
I
me.
listened to it, and it was 3 hours long.
Yeah, he sent that. He sent that at 4:30 in the morning.
Turn you down just a little bit.
He sent that at 4:30 in the morning, and I had half a mind to just text him right back and be like, "You sent me something that was 3 fucking hours at 4:30 in the morning. What's wrong with you?"
That's what my request to him is. If there's some really impertinent information
Can
that
you,
you'd
like-
like me to see,
Can
go
you
ahead and
make a
put the little time
PowerPoint
mark.
presentation?
Put the little time marks 17 minutes and 37 seconds in.
No, I want
That's where
bullet
I'll look.
points. I
Yeah,
want bullet
there,
points.
yeah,
I
there you
want him
go.
to make a PowerPoint presentation and fucking give me the bullet points.
He'll
'cause
do
I'm
it.
not listening.
He'll
I'm
do
not
it.
listening for 3
He'll
hours.
do it. He will do it. I guarantee you.
I just ain't gonna do it.
So I'm really fascinated by it. And so I've come to the conclusion that since I can't make up my mind about what's true and what's
I'm
not,
just gonna believe it all.
I'm gonna believe everything. From the Sandy Hook shooting to the 9/11 conspiracy.
What was the Sandy hoax?
Oh, there's a bit.
Wasn't it Sandy Hook?
Sandy
Yeah, yeah,
Sandy Sook?
yeah. But the internet warriors are taking to it that it was actually government that set it up.
Oh,
You can just start-
for gun control purposes.
For gun
I'm
control
sure, yeah.
purposes,
The
and-
liberals.
And
If
then,
you wanna
and
really
then-
just go have the whole losing your mind aspect, you can just start doing that. But you can even use the whole drawing Muhammad thing that happened the other day. It's a conspiracy.
It's
But
a
maybe it was
ISIS
really
is in on it.
the conservatives that were faking the conspiracy that the left wings were doing it for gun control because apparently open carry has passed in Texas.
You're
So
really good at this.
Maybe we're like,
that was bound to happen regardless, though. Open carry and tech. That's redundant. They used to have it in the fucking Wild Wild West, open fucking carry. Come on.
yes, like
how'd that work
150
out?
years ago.
We still have a constitution that we live by off 200 years, so
Not very well.
yeah, it's been ratified a lot.
I don't know that there's a spot in the
Everyone-
Constitution about doing.
Everyone, he said ratified.
He did. He did say ratified.
I'm not sure I'm using the correct meaning, but
No, probably
used
not.
it. You
Definitely.
said it, and I'm very proud.
I
of it.
hear it a lot in the videos that I watch. but here's
They ratatouille'd the Constitution.
God.
but no, seriously. In all actuality, there's a lot of stuff out there that's pretty fucking.
Which one's your favorite one, Stu?
My favorite one is
That you really believe, like, wholeheartedly. You're like, holy shit, I could have written this because I believe this so hard.
I mean, I wish. I mean, there are people that make so much money off this shit. Like,
I thought it was going to be something about erectile dysfunction.
I'm gonna actually take that same.
I don't know.
It's a
what you're
myth.
referring
It's
to.
just all in your head.
I'm gonna take all these stories. If I ever have a kid, I hope I never have
I'm
a
just
kid.
saying, there
but if
has
I
to
ever
be a
have a kid,
conspiracy theory.
these are awesome bedtime stories.
I'm just saying
Hey,
there
you
has
just
to be a
lump it all
conspiracy
together.
theory
One conspiracy theory a night.
against
Good- good night,
the
child.
erectile dysfunction because it happened with all the guys that worked at the TNT factory with their boners.
The what?
Oh no, it was the heart medication guys that all ended up with boners. That's how they came up
Well,
with Viagra.
I mean, you and I are both Marines, right? You remember in boot camp, you never got a boner, right? 3 months. They put
It's a very personal question.
I don't
think
feel
I'm
like
answer
that's
that.
the case for either of you. Stories we talked about earlier.
No,
No,
it is.
It is true.
They put saltpeter
Yeah,
in your
they-
food.
they do.
To keep your erections from.
It's true.
forming.
I never had one urge. I don't think I had one erection when I was in boot camp.
I didn't
As a matter of
masturbate
fact,
3 months.
and you constantly hydrate yourself, so you're always waking up in the middle of the night. So you'd be able to tell. And in the entire time that I was there, I've never had one of those moments.
I didn't even have a dream about sex. That's how much
Yeah.
that shit will
Well,
fuck
you're exhausted. I mean, the rigorous training that you go through when you hit the rack, don't you dare. But when you let me
Can't
put it
think
to you
of
this way:
anything to say,
when
Austin.
you go to sleep on the bed,
Yes, that's where a lot of people go to sleep.
yes.
Oh, even in the Marines.
You're
on
just
a
so
boat.
exhausted. You're just so exhausted that you just
Rack.
have to crash out. And again, you go wake up around 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning. The shit that that really sorry, thanks. I'm helping myself.
Are
Don't look at
you?
me like that. Yes, that is. I've not.
He's curtailing his language.
What
Correct.
about the listeners? Are you
It's for
helping
me.
Them?
No, it's for me.
All right.
I need to have a better vernacular.
So your therapy session?
Yes, this is my own therapy session. Thank
All
you.
right.
Oh my gosh.
But you would. The worst part about it was the fire watch. Everyone, again, the whole mentality. Marines are never. No Marines ever sleeping at the same time. There's always one that's
None
awake.
of the Marines are sleeping at the same time ever.
Correct.
No two Marines are ever sleeping at the same time.
What I mean by that is when you have the cumulative, if you're out somewhere.
You mean that not all of the Marines are sleeping at the same time is what you mean.
Sure,
There's
that's-
always one Marine somewhere that's awake
Correct.
is what you're saying.
Exactly. And that's what we
Okay.
call Firewatch. And so Firewatch went for like an hour, 2 hours, something like that.
Depending on how bad you got fucked.
That is true. If you got in trouble, guess what? You're on 4 or 5 hours of Firewatch. Guess how many hours of Firewatch I logged?
4 or 5
There we
Four
go.
or 5?
seconds or hours from Firewatch.
What?
I don't know.
But regardless, you wake up in the morning, or you'd wake up at 1:30 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't have a boner. You have to get ready for Firewatch or whatever. You're just so exhausted.
I
Just-
hate waking up without a boner.
We're just talking about the saltpeter that's in the food. And this is not a myth. This is not a conspiracy theory.
an
This
actual
is an
thing.
actual thing. There's no question. Personal experience.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Thank you.
So anyway, back to
my God.
conspiracy
Thus
theories.
concludes our saltpeter segment for the evening.
So everything is actually
the
true.
last 10 minutes of my life back.
Everything is actually true. And my most favorite conspiracy theory, actually, there's actually a really interesting thing that just happened. Are you familiar with Roswell? What
The Air Force Base in it's New Mexico, right?
that? Nope.
Nope.
It's not an Air Force
Roswell's
base?
actually a
No.
city.
No.
Oh, it's a
all
city
right.
in New
It's
Mexico.
a city in New Mexico.
Were you thinking of
Maybe
Area?
I'm thinking of Area
You're thinking of Area
51.
51.
You are.
I'm getting my conspiracy theories mixed up. I'm not the expert.
and that is
you
Paul,
are.
I
and
want
that is
you-
also not in New Mexico.
Paul, I want you to.
Fuck! Where is
I
it?
think it's in
Nevada.
Nevada?
It's
in
in
Nevada.
It is in Nevada.
It's in Nevada.
It is.
It's in New
But
Jersey.
Paul, I want you to go ahead and
Dumbass.
apologize to the camera because for once you were wrong.
Oh yeah, I don't feel bad about it.
You
The fact that she would just immediately.
Oh God. So anyway, so there was a big convention about Roswell, and Roswell, what happened in 1947, I think it was.
Stuart, I think you need a textbook before you start
That
dropping
was the
dates.
yeah. Can we get like a laptop?
I don't.
with
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
not
I
good.
for you?
don't trust your date
Yeah,
estimations.
don't quote me on it. It might be 1949.
We can do an approximation.
It was,
approximately
At
1940s.
some point in the past,
Between 1947 and our space travel expedition.
what is our space travel expedition, by the way?
Paul! NASA, anything like that?
NASA. Okay.
After World War II?
I'm gonna come over there.
Logan, you're about to lose your microphone privileges.
No, Paul should lose his microphone privileges.
Stewart should lose his history privileges.
All right, first of all right, fine, whatever. All right, so what happened was in Roswell, there was supposedly a crash that happened.
The alien, yes.
The alien crash. Okay, it's a big
The
fucking
blimp.
deal. Everybody and their mother should know about this.
Wasn't
unless
it a blimp or
unless
something?
they
That's what they
confuse
said, a
Roswell
weather
with
balloon?
Area 51. Yeah, and they claimed it was a weather balloon that was actually what caused the issue after they.
Askew.
But this was after a local paper had already printed out that there was a craft that hit and there were bodies that were found, and then the black fucking Men in Black whatever came in. They fucking
Shut
Will
up.
Smith and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. They came in. They excavated the site.
What
Erase
about the
memory.
conspiracy theory that Tommy Lee Jones was Al Gore's roommate in college?
Is that a conspiracy theory?
I feel like there should be. Tommy Lee Jones was in Men in Black and Al Gore was the fucking vice president. How
Let's
much
remind
more
ourselves that-
conspiring can you get?
Let's remind ourselves that Men in Black was a movie.
Did he just take a plot
Was
from
it?
Men in Black?
Was it?
All right, let's get back on subject here. So about Roswell, the reason why I'm bringing up Roswell is because they just had a convention in Mexico City. They couldn't even have it in the U.S.
They had
Right.
Mexico City
In Mexico City, they had a convention.
with all the like gang activity going on down there.
Oh no, that's really like just in the border towns.
That's-
Mexico City's fine.
It's not gang activities whenever you're drug cartels. Well, you
Mexico City's
graduated
just
after that.
pollution. You'll be fine.
It's like the same thing.
So, okay, so they had this convention in Mexico City, and it was supposed to be the nail in the coffin that was supposed to be like, okay, the Roswell thing is done, it's over with. Here's actual evidence that there's an alien body on this gurney, and it's photographed, right?
Yeah, but people like you exist and keep it alive.
Well,
The
Okay.
alien is alive. The body is alive. Is that what you're saying? No.
All right.
Logan just got his microphone privileges
No!
taken away from him. So,
Are you going to play nice?
He's just gonna screech loud enough so that it shows up on all the other mics. So it'll be fine.
All right. So here's what happened. They had this convention, and they had this stock photo that was supposed to have happened for 3 years. For 3 years, they were holding on to this photo, and they were saying that they were having all these doctors check out this evidence, and that this was the real deal. This was the nail in the coffin. They're actually aliens, and we have proof of it right here.
Yes.
Okay, so after they showed it at the convention, and they charged people $20 to get in, and there were 7,000 people that attended this conference. No more than 12 hours after this doctor had gotten up there and given his spiel about putting his career on the line, that this was not a human body and this, and that.
Oh my god, he's dead.
There's a dude that had a distortion, photo distortion program that was able to.
I believe it's called Instagram.
It was actually
Right.
It was like a transgender alien.
Yeah, it was a trans.
It was like a Bruce Jenner alien. They didn't really they were having a big debate on if it was a male or female, and then the smoking gun came out that
They spent a lot of time arguing about which pronouns to use.
its name was Caitlyn, and so they just went with that.
Right. That was what they called it. So what happened is
Gotta keep you on your toes, man.
less than 12 hours, the internet, the entire fucking America, whoever is watching this thing, debunked it because they had a photo software that could undistort or unblur an object. And what they unblurred was a little placard that was right beside the body, and it said Museum of whatever, and it was actually a fucking 10-year-old mummified boy. And so the UFO
A 10-year-old mummified boy alien.
yes,
The
no,
Vatican
not a boy,
was very interested.
not a boy. Say that one more time.
Do you have any more of these that are alive?
Say that one more time, Austin.
The Vatican was very interested.
So that was a big hit to the
So you're
ufology
telling me that the
community.
alien
So you're telling
wasn't
me there's
real.
a chance.
Right, the picture of the alien was not real,
Can
and
I get my $20 back?
Yeah,
and maybe a refund on my.
been doing that
Mexico
and they
history
charged 7,000 people $20 to attend this convention.
We've been doing that in history for a long
I
time.
was shocked that there would be corruption in Mexico on this scale.
They went-
honestly,
well, it was Americans that were doing
They
it.
were Egyptologists that
In Mexico
did their
City.
research, and they found within the culture it was always paying homage, and so the people would always kind of bring up a mummified body or a mummified object, and they started realizing that these guys were just cutting corners, and then they started like filling it with dirt and shit. Like, nah, fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
So we've always done it. We've always cut corners, and we've always come up with new, fantastic ways of trying to make someone else believe something, and it ends up just being absolute horse shit.
So that's the bottom line: is everything.
there's no aliens. is
no,
what
no,
you're telling me
everything,
now.
every conspiracy theory.
Let's not rule it out.
Every conspiracy theory that's out there is true. So
Except for the alien one, apparently. in
it's
Mexico
no.
City.
I mean, even regardless, that might be a conspiracy upon a conspiracy.
What happens when you have conflicting conspiracy theories?
That's there. on that
Like, I feel like there's a
same
lot
road.
of JFK conspiracy theories. How do you pick the right one?
So
I feel like there's a conspiracy theory that the people that are in charge of what actually happened to JFK are actually making these conspiracy theories so that you don't believe any of them.
That JFK stuff is just incredible. You can go on and on and on. One of our really good friends is so into that stuff, and he bought like a book. I think it was like that thick, and I think he had like 4 or 5, maybe even 7 different theories. When I grew up, I thought it was the what was it?
Knoll,
The grassy
second
knoll,
shooter, yeah.
and then
Well,
Oswald.
it was who paid for all of it.
Yeah.
You know, the CIA or the communists.
Well,
the
then there's that
Russians,
whole
Cubans.
the Cubans were involved, the Cuban mafia.
Yeah.
And JFK pissed off a lot of those Cubans.
Yeah, who
it wasn't
was
just
who
JFK;
was
it was the
paying
entire
Oswald?
Kennedy family.
And then, of course, Ruby kills Oswald coming out of the jail or whatever. So, yeah, it was a real big deal.
So
I'm just saying that's what happened.
the bottom.
Oswald got shot by Ruby in the jail. That was on film. That one's not even up for debate, Logan.
I'm just listening
Who
to you
really
speak.
killed Oswald?
Just listening to you talk.
Jack Ruby did with a gun. Pretty sure that one's not up for debate. I mean, it fucking probably is.
Might as well just start one of those up. No, there was someone else in a different cell. Was he in a cell? Was he in prison? Was he in court? Where did it happen? I've never heard this story. Are you okay?
No,
So,
not anymore. I'm
again,
not. God damn
I love-
it!
I
all.
love
like, how
this
could
show.
you have never seen the fucking newsreel footage of fucking Oswald getting shot? The fucking photo of Oswald getting fucking shot.
I don't
Say
know.
fuck again.
Fuck.
the fact that she would judge me immediately.
Well, we gotta wrap
So-
this up. But I got go
So,
ahead.
Austin,
Yeah.
do you still get into heaven if you believe in all these experiences theories?
It's an excellent segue. Logan, we've been saving this for you, buddy.
Oh, good. It's my surprise. I'm so excited.
We started off thinking.
Let me contain myself.
Okay, first of all, it happened in Florida, and if you understand Florida, are you ready?
If you know anything about Florida, you should understand this. Is
I'm just gonna read you
completely
the
fucked
top-
up.
What does that even mean? I guess I
All
don't
right.
know anything about Florida.
Okay. Well, Florida, there's just
It's
nothing.
the Sunshine State.
Nope. There's nothing but crazy.
Well, yes, it fucking is.
There's nothing but crazy motherfuckers that run around. Okay, so here's the title:
I know there's a place called Heaven's Waiting Room.
Couple selling golden tickets to heaven. We just wanted to leave Earth, go to space, and smoke rock cocaine. Can I read this to you?
Oh man, I hate to spoil the surprise. I have heard that.
Oh.
But I want you to read it to me anyway.
No, I'm done.
Because it was a little while ago that I read it.
I mean,
No. Read it. Go ahead and read it. Because I remember I saw pictures and I was like,
All right,
oh god.
all right. Well, maybe for the listeners, they
I
haven't
wish
heard
we could
this.
put the
Just-
pictures up on air.
Oh God, we probably could, but you get flagged. Tito, there's a couple, Tito and someone, Amanda Watts. And first, just to give the listeners a description, if you ever look this up, Tito and Amanda Watts, you'll see the picture. The gentleman is wearing, I believe, black war paint on his face.
Yes.
And a bandage on his neck.
I thought
Yes.
those were tattoos.
I don't know. Well,
no, also he kind of looks like a monkey.
it could just be mud.
They watched way.
Could just be mud.
They
and-
watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory
and
on
then
way
his-
too many drugs.
Well, they're an interracial couple for one. Amanda.
What does
is,
that have to do with
Just,
anything,
I'm just
Austin?
saying. Well, there might
Fucking
be some
Christ.
good qualities to it.
What? No. What does that even?
All right. Well, Tito and Amanda Watts have dreams just like you
okay,
and me.
Paul.
But when they set their life goals and shoot for the stars, they take it quite literally. The Watts were arrested over the weekend for selling golden tickets to heaven on the streets of Jacksonville, Florida. These once-in-a-millennium opportunities were extremely reasonably priced at a low $99.99. The precious golden tickets entitled the buyer a spot in heaven, and all they had to do was simply present the ticket when they arrived at the pearly gates. Now,
I want to know how many people bought them. Seriously, I want to know how many golden tickets they confiscated.
a Jacksonville police spokesman said people can sell tickets to heaven, but the Watts misrepresented
were
their
gold.
product. The tickets were just wood spray painted gold with "Ticket to Heaven, Admit One" written in marker.
To be fair, the gold bricks actually looked like they were green spray paint because they probably already huffed the gold spray paint.
Yeah, the issue with the Jacksonville Police Department was that it was just a misrepresentation of their product.
So
Not the fact that
they're going-
it's a product.
Not the fact that they want to go to heaven and smoke crank.
nah, they were
But-
going to jail for fraud.
Oh no! See, they were selling tickets for you to get to drug heaven so that they could get to space, whatever mountain.
Oh, so that
Crack
so that
to
they
smoke
could.
crack
rock,
planet.
rock cocaine.
Rock
Right.
cocaine planet.
It was just a fundraising endeavor for them.
A quote by good old Tito Watts: "I don't care what the police say. The tickets are solid gold. It ain't cut up for 2x4s I spray painted gold. And it was Jesus who gave them to me behind the KFC and said to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. I met an alien named Stevie who said if I got the cash together, he'd take me and my wife on his flying saucer to his planet that's made entirely of crack cocaine. You can smoke all the crack cocaine there you want, totally free. So try to send an innocent man to jail and see what happens."
No, it
It gets better. Oh, it gets better. You should arrest Jesus because he's the one that gave me the golden tickets and said to sell them. I'm willing to wear a wire and set Jesus up.
Tito then changed his name to Jesus upon release.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
So,
Oh man.
and the funniest thing is that there are actually people that bought these tickets.
I want to know how many.
They said it was solid gold. Dell Woodcock said, "I don't know what gold looks like. How was I supposed to know it was spray painted wood?"
His name is Woodcock. I feel like maybe have a leg up.
I want my 99. First of all, he got the price wrong. He wants his $99.95 back
Oh.
when the original charge was $99.99.
Oh man.
And I hope Tito and Amanda Watts get the death penalty for what they've done. They deserve it.
You bamboozled me. You should die. That's the fucking. That is the fucking.
Yes, Stuart.
All right.
When you take advantage of somebody, that's.
That's terrible. Terrible. Stuart.
Bamboozled me, so you should die. That's a really archaic mentality.
Well, this has been the most fun that I've had in a long time. It's been a long time, guys. It's been like a month and a half.
Or a month.
$99.95.
Yeah, let's not exaggerate.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it's true.
Oh,
All right, yeah. Thanks a lot, guys, and thank you for the listeners. And Jordan Terry, please feel free to comment anytime when it comes to what
Jordan
Stuart
Stuart's
puts in his mouth.
homosexuality.
Jordan,
Yeah, I
you're-
mean,
you're
and-
a VIP, buddy.
And Jordan Terry, you can also go fuck yourself. That's also something that can happen. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun, guys. I hope that you had as much fun as I did.
I didn't have any fun.
It's not what it's about.
Suffering.
It's all about suffering.
Suffering.
It's women's suffrage.
Life is. I don't think that's the same thing. You're using the word wrong.
It's redundant.
No, there was an article about that the other day. We'll talk about it next time.
We have
Excellent.
to.
Nice
We
teaser.
We have to. I like that.
right.
So for now,
I'm gonna go masturbate to Susan B. Anthony.
Bye.
it's time to say bye to our quartermaster Paul, our first mate
I
Logan,
prefer to be called Silver Dollar Paul for the rest of the show.
Silver Dollar Paul, quartermaster
Dollar.
Silver
Susan B.
Dollar,
Anthony was on the show. I just, you know.
first mate Logan, co-captain Austin, co-captain Stewart. See you next time.
Or not.
Jordan Terry, go fuck yourself.